If the Secret Service is the Secret Service, then why do we all know about it? And if we do know about a group called the Secret Service, what secret services do we not know about? See, the modern day Secret Service isn't even the first secret service in the United States. Many of the clandestine services involved in intelligence gathering, as well as detective agencies and spy rings of the 1700s, were affectionately known as secret services. During the Civil War, there were actually two different secret services, one on each side, working against each other in espionage efforts. The Secret Service we know today was actually established in 1865, just hours before Lincoln got popped in the head. But it wasn't to do things like buy cry pants and wear night vision goggles during the day. It was actually to help combat counterfeiting, which had become a major issue at this point in American history. Today, we don't think of counterfeiting as like this really big deal, but back then when the economy was on the absolute fringe post-Civil War, every little bit helped, and every little thing going against the economy could lead to disaster. I mean, no more of a disaster than the actual Civil War that just happened, but trying to help. It wasn't until the third US president got unalived, President McKinley in 1901, that the Secret Service got famous for doing VIP protection. While providing active protection for the president is a little different than checking the watermarks on a $5 bill, at the time, the Secret Service was the closest thing to a federal police department that we had, because the FBI wouldn't be founded until 1908. In 2024, they do actually still conduct anti-counterfeiting operations, but are better known for sunglasses and earpieces. But what are the actual secret services that we don't see on Fox News just wrecking Trump's podium? There are actually dozens of paramilitary organizations within the United States government, each with their own acronym and very vaguely written Wikipedia page. And yeah, we all know about things like Delta Force and SRTs and CIA Direct Action, but there's actually a ton that you probably never heard of. So things like the National Nuclear Security Administration Office of Secure Transportation, better known as NNAOST, too long, too many words, you can cut a few, who are in charge of transporting nukes to where they need to go. Then there's the Diplomatic Security Service, which is kind of like the Secret Service, but a little bit more widespread and focusing on things like embassy security and all that good stuff. Finally is my favorite, and who I would call the real Secret Service, the Postal Inspectors. And these guys ensure things like electronic communications are safe, people aren't mailing drugs, or doing the unthinkable and completely unforgivable crime of using a fake stamp. Imagine counterfeiting a stamp. I feel like it's easier to just go find a dollar and buy actual stamps than it is to counterfeit a stamp. I feel like you would spend more counterfeiting the stamp than you would just buying stamps. But these guys actually conduct SWAT-like operations, like serving high-risk warrants and even hostage situations. Now, if I was a hostage and I had the choice between a SWAT team and a glorified mailman, I would probably go with the SWAT team, but maybe that's just my ignorance showing.